Just wanted to give everybody an update on what's been going on with me. First of all, welcome to Chiefs Chronicles. Familiar setting here, and I just wanted to give everybody an update. So, for those of you that don't know, I did receive a sentence of federal probation for 5 years, and going through that now. I have a probation officer that I have to deal with. Pretty good guy. Everything's going fairly easy for me, but I do have to deal with him. Check in once a month, those sort of things. Obviously, not allowed to own a firearm, archery, any of that. Anything that can be deemed as a weapon other than a simple pocket knife. So, pretty big difference from what I'm used to, considering all my training. In 18, 19 plus years, law enforcement, what I did as an instructor, not to mention what I did on the street. It feels very strange to not even be able to possess or own a firearm. I've always loved firearms ever since I was a kid, so that makes it really tough for me. I'm learning to live with it. It just takes a little bit, but the archery thing. I'm not sure I understand that, but it's the rules, so I have to go by them, which leaves me with limited hobbies. Obviously, I should probably get started back at the gym here soon and just count on that as a hobby. But with what I'm doing with Chiefs Chronicles, it fills a void for me. I've got that void that was left from law enforcement, and I try to figure out the best content. What does everybody want to hear? What do you guys want to see? And I try and fill it with that. The other side of that is, I've met some amazing people that really needed to get that relief of telling their story, and I was very pleased that I got that opportunity. And that's going to continue on. By no means is it anywhere near done, but I've got some exciting interviews coming up, and I'll be happy once I've got those up. I guess part of the update would also be that I quit my regular job today. Not because Chiefs Chronicles was making money or something like that. It's not. It's since I got the website up, 3 weeks ago, maybe longer. Haven't gotten a single contribution or donation or anything like that. And same thing through my YouTube channel, my podcast, not anything. So, with that being said, I did quit my regular job today. I was working. Hey man, it's. I hope I don't offend anybody by saying I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but I was working at a quick lane where we do oil changes, car maintenance, as a service rider, and it was just a really bad experience for me. I've done that kind of work in the past and did well at it, did very well, but after half my life in law enforcement, it just didn't feel right at all. It didn't feel anywhere near noble. Place I was at didn't mind ripping people off, and I had a big problem with that. Got in some arguments with my manager. Excuse my language, earmuffs, but I told him if he wanted me to sell things to people that they didn't need, he could stick his thumb up his ass and ride it all the way home. But that's just, I'm not going to hurt my integrity. I don't care what I'm doing for a living. I'm not going to hurt my integrity. I've stayed true to it for too many years to cause it any kind of a problem at all. Well, anyway, so this update, I quit my regular job. I'll find something to get me by. I've got some stuff coming up, and at some point, I know this is going to work. I just know it is. I know Chiefs Chronicles is going to take off. I know it's going to turn into something, and I'm trying to find things to pay the bills until that happens, so I can concentrate on this 100% of the time. I really feel like this deserves all the attention that I can give it, and that means full time. So um, everything here in Oklahoma is going well. For those of you that don't know the full story, after everything happened with the baby, and I had a plea agreement, a plea hearing that I had to do, and in that plea hearing, please, I when I got done with the plea hearing, I ended up creating a Facebook profile again, and I hadn't been on Facebook probably since, gosh, I don't know, 2013. But man, support just came pouring in from all over the country, all over the world, really. Asia, Australia, Great Britain, Greece. I mean, just there in Russia. I mean, there was a lot of support, and I couldn't believe how far it had reached, and it was because of social media that it reached that far. So I do have faith in social media as far as that goes. But to be honest, I probably have more faith in social media now in this time period than I do in the regular news on television. It's a crazy world. But anyways, through all the support I received on Facebook, a woman in Ohio started a support group for me, and that was absolutely awesome. She's a hell of a person. But I received one message from a lady in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and I saw it was Broken Arrow, and a good friend of mine, Darren, him and I had came down to Broken Arrow once before to go coyote hunting and stuff with his uncle that lived in the area, and came down from Kansas City, and so I had ties kind of to the area, so I just started a conversation, let her know I'd been to Broken Arrow before a long time ago, that kind of thing, and we struck up a conversation and started talking a lot, talked quite a bit over the next few days. I ended up going down to Broken Arrow, spending a weekend. We got a hotel and stayed for the weekend, and hung out with her. And then the following weekend, hung out with her and her daughter and her grandson. And then the third weekend, we just up and got married. And so it was extremely fast, very, very wild, not something in my nature. But man, what do you do? It's when it's right, it's right. So it was right, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the marriage. Happy with Broken Arrow for sure. People here are so nice, and it's so relieving to hold a door open for somebody going into a convenience store, and that person actually turn around and say thank you, rather than what I was used to, where they just snubbed you, or they expected you to hold it for them, and they weren't going to say thank you. It just it's different, and I like it. But anyways, things are good. I don't want to drag this on. A little nervous with me quitting my job today. I had all I could take. Couldn't handle it anymore. I'd never met a man more lazy in my entire life than the one that I worked with, and it drove me insane. And no pun intended. And I just wanted out. I had to get out before I, just really did something stupid or said something stupid or, anything like that. And everybody else that I worked there with, all the techs were cool. I got along with them real well. Sales guys, all that, I got along with them okay. But anyways, enough about that. That's the update. Things are going okay. I'm going to try and find something to get me by, to pay the bills for a little bit until somewhere around middle of March. And then hopefully my new venture will get started. But please, anybody that has any questions, any comments, anything like that. Of course, you can comment all you want, on the video. But my email is ghallgrimson1969 at icloud.com. And as always, to support the website, the channel, everything I'm trying to do with first responders, my Venmo is at ghallgrimson, and my PayPal is ghallgrimson@live.com. We have one other Venmo set up that my wife has set up, and it's support-hallgrimson. I'm sorry, at support-hallgrimson, at support-hallgrimson. Yeah. It's February 10th. It's like 70 degrees here in Broken Arrow. I'm filming down here by this it's a public park. Every time I walk down here, I think I'm going to find a dead body. But that's just the way my brain works. But anyways, it's a good little area. Beautiful day. I actually took the top off my Jeep a couple days ago, which is amazing because this time last week we were getting hit by a big snowstorm, and well, by Oklahoma standards, a big snowstorm. But so the weather changes. It's Midwest for sure. But anyways, like I said, anybody has any questions or anything, please field them to me. Be happy to get in touch with people and talk to them, answer questions. I'd also like to do a live event where we just go ahead and go live and I answer questions. I can either do that on YouTube or I can do it through Facebook, either one, or help, maybe both. Let me know what you guys think. If I get feedback on that, positive feedback on that, then I'll definitely do it, probably within the next week. That's all for now. Again, it's Chiefs Chronicles, and I'll have a couple other videos that I'm going to shoot today in the same spot, so please catch that next video that you see. Thank you very much.